And we are live. What's going on, everybody? It's another week, another podcast, another live show. Man, it feels good to be back. Dip Down Games in the building. I'm excited. I want to see how all this is doing. And we got a special guest down below. Yeah, my boy work in progress. But what's going on, KP? What's going on, Amber? What's up with y'all? What y'all been doing? How's your day been?
Doing good. You want to start us off, KP?
Oh, I've been doing pretty well myself. Just getting older every year. That's about it.
Yeah, you had a birthday.
Celebrated a milestone. He celebrated a milestone.
Birthday boy.
Tell him about
Happy
it.
birthday.
Tell him about it.
Thank you.
26, right? 26.
Yes, I'm stuck on that number too.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Groundhog Day.
It's good. It's good. Overall, things have been great, though. I've been playing some of that Slime Ranchers. Not as much as I would really hope to, but I've been playing some of that Slime Ranchers, and it's addictive. As always, it's addictive. Takes over my life.
I bet it's almost like that poop scooper you do, ain't it?
Oh,
Yeah. Thankfully, I was able to put down the scoop. I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to put the scoop down, but I was able to put the scoop down.
I put down the scooper, now I got a vacuum.
Got a vacuum now.
Listen, once we get into games we talk about, we got to talk about that. Once we get to games we talk about,
Yeah.
But we do have a special guest. If you recall, we did make an appearance on his show. He was so kind and grateful to have us.
Yes, thank you.
And now we're returning the favor. Our boy Brent, work in progress. How are you tonight?
Doing pretty good tonight. You guys kind of caught me off there, but I'm happy to be here. So thanks for. I was in the middle of editing a video, and these guys were like, "You want to come on?" And I'm like, "I need to get Skype now." I was like, "Let's do it." So yeah, no, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me on. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Good to have you. Yes.
Yes. Have to do it again, and we'll have to go on your show again, man.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
I've been playing lots of Cyberpunk. I've been playing loads of
good.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Oh, good. Is this so? Did you start again because of the anime, or is this like your first time?
No, I actually am one of the few people who really enjoyed it at launch. I played it. I was playing it on the PlayStation 5 at the time, so it was working just fine.
Makes sense. Yeah.
but I actually ended up putting it down. I can't remember what I switched to, but I actually had no idea that anime existed until the day that 1.6 dropped.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea that the anime existed, but I was playing it for several weeks prior to that. So I didn't hop on because of the anime, but the anime did help sort of like kind of hype up my interest into some of the lore that kind of goes on into Night City. And because I love the anime so much, I decided to hunt down some of the Easter eggs in the game. Mm-hmm. I have Rebecca's shotgun. It wrecks. It's so good.
Nice.
Yeah, I love the game. The game I think is incredibly underrated now because of its bad launch. We can't deny that it had a bad launch, but
historical bad launch.
Yeah,
it is such a fun game, and I will take that opinion with me to the grave. You can't change my mind about that game.
Won't even try. I liked it too. I'm probably not as hardcore as you, but I mean, I did like it. I mean, I built a terrible just wreck of a monster character. Just get in there, beastie melee, and it's a good time. It's a good time.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with you. I was one of the few people that got to experience Cyberpunk in the beginning with no bugs. Played it on PC.
Nice.
And dude, ran amazing. I loved every second of it. Dude, it was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, I have nothing bad to say about Cyberpunk. I know it had a rough beginning, but I really think CD Projekt Red has capitalized and really bounced back. I mean, going from one of the worst launches for one of the most hyped games, in recent memory, to now the biggest comeback of the year. I mean, hats off to CD.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a really cool piece of trivia for you. So, and I think that, and it's really cool for me. What hype? initially I hadn't wanted nothing to do with Cyberpunk. I thought it was going to be overrated, overhyped, whatever. I figured that I predicted that it was going to have a bad launch, but a buddy of mine. So I used to live in this town called Morro Bay, California, and Night City is based off Morro Bay.
Oh, interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah, so very loosely based. But the original creator, Mike Pondsmith, I think, he used to drive through Morro Bay and Cayucas all the time, and he was like, I like this area, so I'm going to create a place surrounding it. So I got the game simply based off that. Everybody has, there's a lot of games based off LA. There's a lot of games based off New York, never based off some rinky-dink town on the central coast of California. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's
cool,
awesome.
Man. Yeah, I did not know that.
Interesting, yeah.
KP, you had something you want to drop?
Yeah.
No, I was going to say, CD Projekt Red's been on fire, especially those announcements they had this week as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. No, CD Projekt Red doing their thing, dude. I mean, their IP between they had two banger IPs go over to Netflix. What was it, The Witcher and Cyberpunk. So, hats off to them. KP, what have you been playing? What have you been getting your hands into? The nitty gritty, KP.
So I've been messing around with this one game.
Not Call of Duty.
But besides that, Call of Duty, I
always Call of Duty, but yeah,
I always got to run through that damn battle pass. But I've been playing this game right here. You can see that, right, Vance?
What's that?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, yep.
What is
beautiful.
That? What is that?
It's the Ghost, right?
Ghost
of Ghost.
Yeah,
Ghost
yeah,
of
yeah.
Tsushima.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been
Ghost.
playing Ghost of Tsushima. Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Ghost.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah, the game is great. At first, I was like, and then once I start getting a little power on me, and then these dudes just running from me. I killed one of them. They running away from me now.
That's
It's
always
hilarious.
what does it. Yes. Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, so I'm on the last part of the game. Yeah, I've been running through it pretty hard, along with Call of Duty on the side.
That's what I like about you, KP. You give smoke when smoke is needed to each of the brands, right? But you always show love too.
Why, right?
Because you're a gamer?
Exactly. Before anything.
Yeah, man. That's cool. I give Nintendo a ton of crap.
Yeah.
But I still got that damn Switch.
You never touch it, though. You never touch it, though.
I didn't get one for myself, but there's one in the house.
Oh, yeah?
Are you talking about the Switch?
Yeah.
The Switch is a bogus system.
Oh, I didn't say. Hey, that wasn't me.
My heart. Oh, gosh.
I mean, you can't beat GameCube. You just can't beat
I mean, that's
GameCube.
fair. That's
like,
fair.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
But we weren't
GameCube-
comparing, okay?
GameCube
The Switch
was
by itself, okay? Like, don't
Right.
compare it to anything. The Switch by itself. But, yeah, I mean, if you compare it, it's a little rough. It's a rough.
And KP, Ghost of
Yeah.
Tsushima is one of the best games I've played in recent years. I hope that you're enjoying it. I couldn't put it down when it first came out. It was too much fun.
Yeah, I'm in love with that. As like I love the. Sorry, Ray. I love the Horizon Zero Dawn.
Did you really?
Yes. Yeah.
Man,
now,
I was hurt.
You see?
I was hurting them robots on that
You
thing.
see?
They was
You see?
exploding, man.
Yeah. I feel like you got to play it. You can't watch
hold
a
on.
game like
Hold
that.
on, let's bring it back. Let's
About to fight Ray.
let's
About to fight Ray.
let this marinate for a second. Let this simmer
Work
real
in progress
fast.
was worried, but we're all after Ray right now. Okay,
Hey,
let's
you know
go.
what?
Let's go.
You want to go round 2 with the blue? Listen, so you like the story?
Yeah, I seen it coming, but the story isn't the greatest story, but the gameplay was. That's what I was in love with, was the gameplay and the graphics, of course.
Yeah.
The
And
story
it had potential.
story was decent. Yeah, story's not better than Ghost's story, but yeah.
Wait till you get to Forbidden West. The story just.
All right.
It's but I love Zero Dawn. Zero Dawn's great.
So KP,
Yeah.
answer me this. Since it's fresh in your mind, and this is open to anyone else, all 3 of you have clearly played the game. On a scale from 1 to 10, how, and 1 being a dead cat and 10 being a bag of hammers, how boring was Aloy? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying. I'm like,
I'm just kidding.
I don't know where to go in there.
No, in all seriousness. So did you find Aloy like as an interesting protagonist? Because she was a little lackluster for me. I don't know. I felt one dimensional. I felt like I was getting very Alan Pierce vibes for like Watchdog. I did not care for Alan Pierce and Watch Dogs. If that's his name, I think it was his name, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's his name. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't attached to it. I didn't play the game, yes, but I feel like I was maybe not as invested as Amber, but I was there for every damn minute that she played the game, and I did not care by the end of it. Like if she died or something, I don't know. Maybe I'm just
that's
so hard.
That's a little harsh,
I don't
Ray.
know.
That's a little harsh.
That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to talk smack. This is my honest opinion of Aloy. I didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, she did. She had some annoying snapbacks in those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And the talking to herself a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, yeah, everything else was great, I thought.
They're being critical too.
I liked her. Yeah. I liked her personally. I mean,
work in progress, but he's about to chew me apart right now. Let's go.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Honestly, like for me, as much as I love Zero Dawn, when I have a whole backstory about Zero Dawn, but I won't get into that. But basically, even after my playthrough earlier this year, Zero Dawn Aloy is stiff. Forbidden West Aloy is better.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. I get that. I mean, even just in character design, I feel like if you just look at her, she looks like a stiff kind of person. So I can get that kind of, But I mean, I did love her, but I feel like that's a little bit of just like, women, like get out there, destroy things, and so it might just be a little bit of that. And so I might like let a little bit of terrible dialogue and terrible conversations just slip through the cracks a little bit because I'm like, just go wreck stuff. We don't need to talk. So I liked it though. I liked it.
Hey, listen, that gameplay, hats off to him. That was Guerrilla Games, right?
Yes.
Hats off to him, man. That gameplay, I didn't even play. Like I said, I just watched Amber play it, and I could even appreciate everything they did. The animation of all those different creatures, like someone put in the work.
Yes.
To get that animation smooth and crispy, and it was top tier.
Play Forbidden West.
Really? Play Forbidden West?
Forbidden West is, in my opinion, the best looking game on the PlayStation 5 so far.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Might have to give it a shot.
And is that only PS5?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But play it on the PlayStation 5. I wouldn't play it on the PS4.
Yeah, you might need a fire extinguisher if you did that.
I think my PlayStation 4 would blow up if I put Zero.
Yeah.
Or no, Forbidden West on it.
Yeah.
So I know we're still in the intro of what we've been playing. We haven't got to the topics yet, but loaded question. Since it's on topic, how are we feeling? Are we feeling a certain way about Horizon Zero Dawn remaster?
As a Sony fan, can I start something real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Man.
I don't mean to interrupt by anybody. No. So here's the thing. I think remake has become a buzzword. It's a dangerous buzzword. Okay. There's a difference between a remake and a remaster. And I think what is happening is that they're going to remaster it for the PlayStation 5 a la Ghost of Tsushima. So Ghost of Tsushima got a PlayStation 5 upgrade. Now for people who already had the game, I think the upgrade cost was like $10. So I think that's what they're doing. I don't think that it's going full remake. That would be, as a Sony person, that would be bad. But I support a PS5 glow up. So on a few conditions. Me as a PlayStation 4 person who has the PlayStation 4 version of the game, I don't mind paying an upgrade cost. I wouldn't upgrade it, but if I had to upgrade it, I wouldn't mind paying an upgrade cost, but I won't pay full price for it. As
Definitely.
Someone who's already
I was about to ask that. Okay.
I am okay with paying an upgrade cost. However, like I can understand that new players coming in and buying the PS5 version off the shelf, I can understand like like the $70 full price thing because it's it's a game that you're buying brand new off the shelf. But as someone who's owned the game for the better part of 5 years, I don't want to go out and buy it again to play it again.
Makes sense.
I don't mind getting a $10 PS5 version of it. I sure as hell hope that it doesn't. Here's the thing. I was against the Last of Us Part 1 remake. I love The Last of Us to death, but I was hardcore against it. And if they decide to go full on remake with this as opposed to like a remaster of the original game, and they just put a PlayStation 5 thing on it like they did with Ghost of Tsushima, and like I don't know, they think they did with a couple other ones. But yeah, I think you get where I'm going with this. That's as a more of a Sony person, that's where I stand on it. I don't support a full. I mean, the game is only 5 years old. I hardly support a remake of. I hardly support a remake of Resident Evil 4. Why would I support a remake for something that is only 5 years old?
You don't support the Resi 4?
Code Veronica should have come first.
Oh, I mean, I would definitely be down for a Code Veronica. Yeah, I mean, that was
that
so
and
good.
Dino Crisis.
There you go. So then Ray can actually play.
Yeah, that's where I stand on it as someone who views things from more of a Sony perspective. That's where I stand on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
KP, you got any strong opinions? Amber, any strong opinions?
Yeah, go ahead, Amber.
I forgot the question. What's the question?
Oh, what are your feelings towards the remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn only being 5 years old? Do you think it's a good move? Do you think it's a cash grab? Do you think it's justified?
I mean, Work in Progress made a lot of good points. I mean, definitely the $10 upgrade. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. So I mean, that totally for it.
But you dropping 70 though?
I guess if I never bought it, but I mean, no, I definitely agree with the whole idea of I don't want to pay full price again. I'm not going to, like if I have to pay full price for that again, it's just not going to happen. But like it almost makes me wish that I kind of would have waited to play it since we played it so recently. I probably wouldn't do the upgrade since we did play it so recently. But for people that have been fans for a long time, I could see that being great, just getting back into it. And I mean, it was a good game to me. And so, yeah, I could see it kind of bringing back some people again.
Cool. KP? Oh,
yep,
here we go.
I agree with WMP and Amber. But, yeah, I think it's a mixed bag, personally, like a cash grab and a push for new players.
Yeah.
Because I think they're doing the same thing with The Last of Us, not to the graphical extent, but because they got a show coming or a movie, they want to put the game back out for those new players and new TV viewers or movie watchers. Because I think Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be, is that on Netflix it's supposed to be?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why they're doing that. So all of their games is either going to be a movie or a show, and they're trying to put them all on PlayStation 5 versions. So I know they're about to do God of War 2018 over. They're about to do all of them.
I'm ready for that,
all
though.
got movies and shows.
I'd be into
all
that.
got movies and shows.
I want that.
Coming.
Didn't they already do something with God of War didn't they already offer a PS5 upgrade, or was it just kind
it's
of
just a 60 frames, just like they did with the Ghost PS4 version, but I think they're gonna maybe redo them in the Ragnarok graphics, and they're gonna do Zero Dawn in the Forbidden West graphics, I believe. Just to have them all on the same par.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not rebuying them all. As you can see, I had the games, now I'm running through them, so I definitely ain't gonna be upgrading them and doing them all over again, or playing a new game plus.
Right.
I'm not doing no pluses, man.
No.
Right. I don't agree with it.
Done.
I understand business-wise why they're doing it, but as you know, us gamers that already ran through those, they should at least make them maybe like $30-$40, and if you like a plus a plus premium member or something, maybe you get it for 10, upgrade version for 10. They should do something like that for the gamers.
So you're saying you're saying you don't think in any shape or form it should be $70. It should be 40 tops or a $10 upgrade.
That young. Yeah, not being that young. Yeah, I wish the industry would make a remake should be 10 plus or 10, 15 plus. You know what I mean? I think for a remake, they need to just call it a remaster or a director's cut.
I agree. I agree with that, actually. I think that there needs to be certain criteria a game needs to meet before it's even considered for a remake treatment. Now, as for remaster, I mean, that's a whole nother ballpark. The remaster thing was started getting introduced like during the PlayStation 4 era, or PlayStation 4, Xbox One era. I'll use The Last of Us as an example. I bought that game full price.
Yep, I did too.
On the PlayStation 3. But the thing is, the remaster that came out a few years later, it was only $40, so I had no problem buying it then, because it was only $40 for the PlayStation 4 version. So it was a lower price, and I was like, okay, it's a lower price, I'll buy it again. I don't care. But even though I make decent money, like I'm not going to spend $70 on a game that I already have.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Just doesn't make sense. No.
KP,
not at all.
You hit it right on the head, man. I'm still waiting for Dino Crisis. Is it official? Did they make official announcement or no? Or was that just like some fan stuff?
That's what the gamers want. All they told us they have is Street Fighter, Resident Evil.
Is that a Rare thing? Dino Crisis, is that Rare or is that Capcom?
It's Capcom.
It's Capcom. Mm-hmm. It's Capcom too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's Capcom.
Everybody wants it. Just bring it back. Come on. Dude. Everybody's asking for it.
They know it. I think it's somewhere out there. They're just not doing it yet. They're making all this money off the Resident Evil franchise. So they're making the first person Resident Evil with the new one, and then they're doing the remake with the old ones.
It's basically the same thing, but it's just dinosaurs instead of zombies. So I mean, it's still it's like in there. Know, it's the same thing.
Just do the same rigs. Just apply the same rigs over to the zombies.
Right, same thing. Yeah.
I really would get hyped for is a remake of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
I know you've been talking about that too. Yeah.
I loved that one.
They did do that, Ray.
A whole remake?
They did do that.
I
see you.
Oh man, my boy CJ. That was my dude. That was still my favorite Grand Theft Auto.
I gotta see
Vice City. Listen, I got a love hate with why Vice City is because I could never beat that final boss. I got stuck in the final boss and I don't know, maybe I was too young. I'm not sure. Your boy, when you can
use codes because they're winning achievements.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many. I got 5 stars. Oh, there they go.
Come on.
Oh, they came back.
Yeah, man.
I used to know them codes like crazy.
I used to do code books, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I remember code books. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I remember playing GTA 5 going, will it work? It's like I used to know those codes really well, and I kind of still have the pattern in my fingers somewhere, but I can't seem to find them right now. But it was weird playing GTA 5 without codes. It was.
Oh yeah. It's a different experience. Yeah, playing without codes.
Yeah, man, I don't like it. Amber.
Yeah. I said achievements and trophies changed the codes. They talking about bringing codes back to games.
I want that. That'd be great. That was so much fun.
It won't be the same though, because all you gotta do is pop in a video of YouTube, like, what's the code for this? It's not gonna be the same, like searching the magazines or the books or like it won't be the same anymore,
Yeah.
But
hey Google, Siri, tell me the code to this.
Exactly.
I remember being like 15 years old, going on to like my dad's dial-up. And like going on to like GameFAQs, old school GameFAQs.
Oh yeah.
and finding those GTA codes.
Roughing it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The hard times.
I was notorious for that site. I used to go to school and I hit print just pages and pages and stuff, man. I'm telling you.
It was 50 pages long. Yeah.
Every day at school I had a computer class. I'm like, I'm printing this code for this game out. Print. Oh, especially Mortal Kombat. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Print.
Amber, what? And we're doing a long intro right now, but what have we been playing? What have we been doing?
Well,
what have you been doing?
I know you won't want to admit it, but we've been playing Roblox.
Oh, why you gotta let out my secret?
Ray's been playing Roblox with me, and so he's not gonna want to talk about it. But we've been playing that. We've played a couple of different games with that. He's actually, and he's not gonna say he does, but he actually really enjoyed this Doors game that was on Roblox. So we've been having fun with that.
Oh, Amber, we lost your volume. I don't know what happened to you. Oh, wow. Well, we'll just move on to the next topic now.
He likes Roblox.
Go ahead.
But Slime Ranchers, already talked about that. But Dead by Daylight, that's also been another thing that's been taking up our time and everything too. Been enjoying that. Not good at it still, but we're working on it. We've got some new characters, and so hopefully we'll be a little bit better here soon.
Yeah, Roblox is one of those games that I despise, with a burning passion, right? But
you've been having a good time.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. We have a podcast that's about Roblox that is just going wildfire crazy. There's two different personas, right? There's this version of me, your boy Ray, and then there's the
hi, it's Stevie Ray. Woohoo!
They're two different people. It's my alter ego, So I gotta learn how to separate it.
But he also loves it still, so it's the same heart.
Hey,
so.
shout out to Roblox and all those content creators on there. Give them the flowers. They're making some cool stuff over there. I mean, they're not making any damn Horizon Zero Dawns or anything, but for the resources they have, they're making some pretty damn cool stuff.
Yeah, they've already done a remake of the Doors game, just so you know. So, and that's only like a few months old. So,
well, preposterous. They're charging $10 upgrade charges.
It's free. It's all free. So there you go.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, let's get into the first topic. KP, how about you start off with the first topic? I know work in progress is on a time crunch here, so
I can go till 10:45.
All right. Okay. So let's just start off with KP. You got all the topics. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna let you run the show, and you decide in what order you want to talk about. Work in progress, we don't have until 10:45. So if you want to start with the spiciest, hot salsa,
let's just go spicy.
All right, go ahead.
He's live wire right now.
Start us off, KP. Run the show. It's all yours.
All right. So we got some news this past week that PlayStation and Google has put out their concerns about the ABK acquisition from Xbox, their concerns on that. So we heard that Jim Ryan, the CEO of PlayStation, flew out to Brussels to voice his concern in person. And also Google has submitted their concerns as well. So throw it to work in progress while he's here to start off the part one of this segment.
Okay. So I guess in general, the whole Activision Blizzard thing, it's starting to drive me banana sandwich. I'm kind of ready for it to be done and over with. Because my entire Twitter feed is it's either horrible PlayStation fans or horrible Xbox fans being horrible to each other over it. So here's the thing. I support this. I support it. I support the acquisition. I think that someone needed to do something with that once great company. And I think Microsoft is the right company to do it.
Nice.
So,
wow.
Man,
so here's the thing. Phil Spencer offered essentially Jim Ryan, I think, like 7 or 8 years. Like, so it was like the 3 years plus like 3 or 4 more, something like that.
Yep.
It's like, dude, that gives you 7 years to come up with a competitor. Reboot Resistance, reboot Killzone. You're gonna be fine. It's just like
absolutely
right.
It's like
SOCOM too. Yep.
SOCOM.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's just like, it's just like, let them have it. Like, I don't, as a PlayStation fan, I don't need it. I don't play any of those games. It doesn't affect me. But I know that there's a lot of people who it does affect. But the truth of the matter is, like, it's like we'd have it for another 7 or 8 years, and like, that's, I'm 33. That means I'd be 40 by the time that something would actually happen with it, where it would actually disappear from Xbox or from PlayStation. That could be next generation when it finally disappears from PlayStation. 7 years is a long time to figure something out as a legitimate competitor. By the way, I like your hoodie.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just kind of is that Chainsaw Man? It is Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
It just struck you. Yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm just ready for it to be over. It's just like, can we all just go back to playing video games? I swear to God, there's some Twitter warriors out there. I played Twitter for a day. And it was exhausting. And I don't ever want to do it again. It's like, I don't know how people have time to do that shit all day. Pardon my language.
You don't fucking cuss on here at Work in Progress.
It's like just let them have it. Just let it go. We need to just do your own thing. We have a good thing going. I don't think he realizes how good of a thing we have going. Like, we have there are really great games that PlayStation has. We've been remastering a lot of them lately, but there are really good games.
Yes.
And there's a really good, and I think, and this could be said about Xbox too, and just tell me to shut up when you want me to shut up. But they like both Sony and Xbox are sitting on treasure troves of great IPs that they're doing nothing with. For example, like I said, so you've got Killzone and you've got Resistance. We now have Sony now has Insomniac. They can do something with Resistance. I would love to see like a Destiny-esque Resistance game. Come on, like how dope would that be?
Yeah.
For like there to be like a Resistance Destiny game. I mean, that's the reason why they bought Bungie, to make more live service games.
There you go.
And then, of course, Xbox is sitting on all of Rare. I don't know why they're just sitting on that treasure trove of games. So to answer your question, my whole opinion on Jim Ryan going out and doing that thing, it's just like, dude, just go to your higher ups in Japan, go to the people who are the higher ups at Sony. And you guys need to talk strategy about doing things with the really great quality studios that Sony has under its belt, and not worry about what I perceive to be a company that makes copy paste games at best.
Right.
Yeah.
Bars. Man, my dude dropping bars.
Yeah, that was well put and unexpected too. Yeah.
So You see. Here's the thing. You see me defending Sony a lot because lately they haven't been getting defended. But the thing is, I will call them out when they do dumb stuff. I didn't support The Last of Us Part 1 remake. That was the dumbest thing I'd ever heard of.
Yeah.
So like, it's just like, I was like, that is a cash grab. Like, that is a blatant cash grab. I can go play. I have the PS4 version on my shelf, which looks just as good, in my opinion. It's just like, I'll go and play that. Anyways, I'll stop talking.
Shout out to your boy Terrence in the chat. Thank you, sir, for showing up. What's good, my friend? We're just talking about PlayStation right now.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Always glad to have you.
KP, what are your thoughts, man? You got strong opinions about this? What are you feeling? Do you agree with Work in Progress? What he's saying?
Yeah, I agree, and I love his point of view that he's given. My thing with PlayStation is just so concerned about PlayStation and not so much as the developers of Activision. Those people were, fighting, quitting,
Oh, it was terrible.
all
Terrible
kind of
working
terrible
conditions.
business
Yeah.
going on, and they like, no, don't buy them because we don't want you to fix that situation. We worried about our bottom line and not about the developers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game. They can stop making Call of Duty, and what you're gonna do, right? Because that's where it was leading to. They had all 9 studios making one game. That is not sustainable.
No.
No.
You can't do that. You paying all 9 studios to work on one game, and then they was gonna have to take a break next year because they're not gonna have a Call of Duty. They would have been in the hole like something crazy. So that's why they had to go sell, find a buyer, in which they took it to Microsoft's desk. But yeah, I just hate the fact that he's going around parading. I mean, I'm not sure if he wants to do this or the higher ups are making him do these things.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's his job. His job is to back his brand,
right?
PlayStation.
Yeah. But you would expect it would be like we had a phone call or you sent the email. Not flying out here to go talk in person. Trying to persuade these people. Yes.
So on that point, so I've got 2 things that I do want to say. So to kind of somewhat rebuttal, as someone who runs a business, I like it when people come and talk to me in person.
Yeah.
It's to give Jim Ryan a little bit of credit. Like, I think that that shows that he wants it, whether or not it's a good thing he wants it. I do. You have to like respect the fact that he did get on a plane to go out there, whether or not you actually respect it, if you understand what I'm saying at all.
Yeah.
So me, if I saw someone come in and be like, oh, this, it's like, okay, he flew around the world. I will give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'll respect him enough to listen to what he has to say. Now, the other thing that I wanted to say, I think the big concern here is that it, from sort of like a devil's advocate perspective, that is Microsoft is an endless money pit.
Absolutely.
And
For real.
And the thing is, Sony does not have $68 billion to pull out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Microsoft $68 billion, that is pocket change for Microsoft.
Yeah.
So I think it is dangerous to allow a company that has endless amounts of money to buy a lot of things. Now, like I said, I want this purchase to go through, but I can see the concern about a company with an endless money pit going around and buying up a lot of, because it's basically, you can't match that. No company on the planet besides maybe Facebook could come in and match $68 million for a large company like that. No. So that would be that is what a lot of people would have concerns about, is like what's to keep them from just continuing going on a spending spree and creating a monopoly. So that's just that. I'll stop.
No, man.
I mean, that's a great point. Yeah,
preach.
that is a great point. Monopolies. I mean, we want to make sure that there's always competition. I mean, that is a huge point. So I mean, it's a good point.
But at the end of the day, gamers win when there's competition,
Yes,
right? Because
exactly.
it forces
Right.
each of the companies to
Exactly.
bring their very, very best.
Yeah.
I do think Sony got a little surprised though by this, that Xbox would get this kind of backing. Because Xbox didn't have a seat at the table for the longest time, right? They thought they were just chumps. Who is this American gaming company thinking they're gonna step into this gaming world and kind of go toe to toe, one on one with the great one?
Yeah, they've been fighting one-handed for 20 years.
Yeah, so now Microsoft has given Xbox their blessing and say, we believe in you. Here's a seat at the table. You're a pillar. So now they have all this money at their disposal. And I think it did take Sony by surprise, which is kind of in itself is surprising because you've been going toe to toe with these guys for 20 years now. You didn't think at some point, like this was going to happen?
No, they didn't.
No,
Right?
they didn't. It made them change their whole console game plan. Everything has been flipped.
Yep.
Yeah, because they didn't expect this type of competition from them like this.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I haven't been like deep into the nitty gritty of like gaming companies, buyouts, acquisitions, exclusives my whole life. Right, I've really only got into this like last couple of years, but like, didn't Sony kind of do? And I know at a different scale, I get that, but like throughout the decades,
that's how they got into the market and beat out all the other manufacturers.
Isn't that why Dreamcast is dead?
They were 50% of the problem. 50% of the problem.
Yeah, not all the problem. Sega kind of did some Sega stuff,
Yeah. Sega had half problems, but Sony helped finish him on them. Yeah. Also, too, all the other ones that were trying to Atari. They helped kill. They didn't kill them all like 100%, but 50% on all of them. They killed all of them because they blocked all these third-party games for going to their platforms, and they all were only on PlayStation. So Panasonic quit, Philips quit, Atari quit, Sega quit and died, and then it was just those two till after the Dreamcast. Then the Xbox said they were coming out. But if it wasn't Microsoft putting all that money behind the Xbox, there would only probably be two consoles now.
And that's kind of my point. My point, right? Yeah. I mean, like Sony, I get it. It's at a smaller scale, but business is business, right? I mean, the goal is still the goal, no matter the dollar amount. The idea is we want you on our platform, and we're going to do that by any means necessary. We're gonna make Crash Bandicoot exclusive on PlayStation.
Right.
Things like that. So I get it. Again, it's not the same dollar for dollar, but it's all relevant in business.
Right, just on a different scale.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
No.
Go for
it. Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this. I know that at least KP and Stevie are lean more along on the side of Xbox to some degree, right? Can we agree on that? So now let me ask you this. Because Microsoft is an endless money pit, would you agree that any games that that they're going to be putting out, they better be pissing excellence with these games? So here's the thing. In my opinion, because and I've had endless talks with my guys about this. Because Bethesda and Starfield are being backed by one of the biggest companies on the planet right now, would you agree that old Bethesda bugs aren't cute anymore? We know that with Cyberpunk. Yeah. Bugs aren't cute anymore. Yeah. Okay? Starfield better be, in my opinion, because of all the money that Starfield can now get from Xbox and Microsoft. That game better be like 90% at launch. Like seriously, like that game, especially with like it being like delayed, and it might even be delayed again from some stuff that I've been reading. It better be perfect at launch. No more of this like cute Bethesda glitches for 10 years crap that you know what I mean? Like, don't you think like they should be held at a higher standard now? I think because of the backing that they should be getting from their parent company.
Absolutely. I mean, 100%. I'm expecting some high, quality stuff from them. I will say, just in defense of Bethesda, I will say I don't think if you're talking about like Fallout 4 or like Fallout 76, I don't think that all entirely falls on Bethesda. I think that has a little bit to do with ZeniMax. Kind of maybe knowing like, hey, we're gonna just get as much as we can out of this cash cow before we just sell them off.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm talking about games that are now being produced under the Microsoft umbrella. Not like past. I'm talking about Starfield is the first game from Bethesda that is going to be exclusive to Xbox because Bethesda is now an Xbox game studio. The game better be good. If Microsoft
work in process is killing me right now.
If Microsoft can take $68 billion out of their butt and be like, here, we want to buy a big company, they can pull 500 million out of their butt and be like, make a good game.
I'm pretty sure that these games are gonna come out, in the 80s or higher Metacritic. I mean, the games that they have released have been excellent quality. I mean, starting from was it Psychonauts, and then you jump over to the Age of Empires, then you jump over to Horizon 5. I mean, all these have been excellent quality. Even Halo is excellent quality.
Halo at its core.
Yeah.
Amazing game.
Yeah,
I hope we can agree with all four of us.
The post content is the only thing wrong
the
with
live
Halo.
service portion of it lacking, but the core of Halo, I hope we can all agree that it is a great game.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't seen people like, I keep falling through the map. My game is
right.
there, so so the key now, is them backing them. Is they getting enough studios to give other studios enough time to make a premium quality product to put out, not being restricted like, we got to make this day and we're going to crunch and we're going to get it out good as possible and then fix it later. So they're looking like they're not doing that now. And that's why we're going to delay it. Because I think Bethesda was going to put out that at that date, like, this is our date. We're going to put it out good as we can. If it's 70%, we're gonna put it out and fix it later. And they were like, no.
Phil Spencer said, nah.
Let's hold off. Yeah. No. I think he played it. He went there and he played it and was like, nah.
Nah, put this back in the oven.
Back in the oven. Yep. Put it back in the oven.
We all, well, we in tune, KP.
Yeah. I honestly, you know what? I'm okay with delays. I'm okay
Thank
with
you.
delays.
Thank you. Thank
Please.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I waited for Mass Effect 3 for 3 years.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Delaying is fine. We got plenty of stuff to play. Plenty.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to rush anything.
Right.
Yeah, because you can always make up for a delay, right? You're gonna get some heat. You're gonna get some critics and be like, what the fuck, and but that can be chilled out a little bit, subdued, with a badass release. I tell you what is hard to overcome: Cyberpunk.
But they did.
But they did.
It took some time.
It took them years.
It took about 2 years almost. Yeah.
It took a lot of work. But we there.
Had it been the reverse, would it have taken them years or maybe a couple of months if they had just kept delaying it? And say it ain't ready yet.
I mean, the big thing is just don't even give a date. Just don't even tell a date.
Right on the head. Let's stop all this nonsense.
Make it a secret. I want you to surprise me when it comes out.
I don't want to know a date till it go gold.
Surprise me.
I'm in agreement there. So here's the thing: companies announce games too soon. I mean, CD Projekt Red, they're biting themselves in the ass again by announcing all these other games already.
Yes.
Who knows what? I personally believe that a game shouldn't be announced at least until the developer knows that the game is going to be released, that it's guaranteed that it's going to be released in 12 to 18 months.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Like 12 to 18, none of this announcing Cyberpunk in 2011 and then getting it in 2020.
Right.
Yeah. No. We don't want no more Craigs, man. No more Craigs.
No. Right? Okay. Yep. No, that doesn't help anybody. Okay.
I mean, and look at Elder Scrolls 6 too. It's like when will that game come? That game was announced. What? 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Along with Starfield, we are just now getting Starfield.
Jeez.
It's that game has to have a life cycle before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. So what is Elder Scrolls? 6 coming out.
We'll get Elder Scrolls 6 and 26.
Probably, honestly, probably.
Not. Oh, jeez,
You
no.
know, and I think it just comes down to these gamers, man. We need to be patient. We
Oh,
we
That's
expect so much. We expect the world. We expect the world. I mean, look at GTA 6 got leaked, and people trashed it. You know, like chill out, guys. That was footage from 2 years ago for one thing.
Yep.
Secondly,
It's like,
go ahead.
Yeah. No. Go ahead. Finish your thought. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, and that is the kind of mentality, the kind of attitude that will never have that transparency between these gaming companies and a lot of these gamers.
Right.
You know, the fact that we can't show you like a little like, hey, look at this. You know, like check out what we're doing right now. I know it's a little bit far out, but like look at the progress we're making. Wow, that game looks terrible. That looks like crap.
Well, you do better.
You know?
Go ahead. You do better. I want to see it.
You know, like we'll never get that transparency that it would be kind of cool to have that kind of insight, you know, between the gaming companies and gamers because we just want to shit on everything.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Sort of like what Motive was doing with Dead Space. Like, oh, look at this. Look at the animation on one of the necromorphs or whatever. You know, and to the build up till they just showed the game this week.
Like people don't understand. Like the pipeline for game design is design rough, design detail, art rough, art detail. You don't start making shit look pretty until the very back half. It's gonna look nasty.
You should see some of the. I think it would be like you should see some of like the early builds of Spider-Man 2018. I mean, it looked like crap because the first thing that they wanted to do, they basically built a it was basically a rudimentary version of Manhattan where it was just all blocks. It was all blocks.
Yes.
To represent skyscrapers.
Yes.
And they're like, we want to get web swinging down perfect. We want to get that down first before we do anything else.
Yes.
And they did. But like what they built it in it looked worse. It looked worse than what GTA 6 looked like.
Right.
And nobody batted an eye over that. But then again, that didn't leak. It's like things need to stop leaking. Like, it's like
leaks
just
are
leave
the
it
worst,
alone.
man. That
Yes.
GTA 6 leak was huge.
Yes.
Like one of the biggest leaks in gaming history.
Yeah, I know that there was a lot of posts about developers coming out and just showing how they started off. And hey guys, this is how everything starts. Like before everything gets pretty, this is what it looks like. And so everybody posting like just different videos of that. And it's like, yeah, okay, cut them some slack, give them some time. They're going to get there.
What, Horizon Zero Dawn looked like? It looked like Roblox.
You know, so that's where everybody starts. Everybody starts on Roblox, and then they become a real game. Okay, so that's you see. You know, that's how it goes. Okay.
Listen, man. Amber, you have. I know you kind of already inputted, but anyone else have anything to say about this topic here, or can we move on to the next?
Yeah, we'll just finish off. Let people know that the second body of regulatory has approved the ABK deal in Brazil, so they have approved it so far.
Do you think that's still getting done? Is there any possibility that getting done this year? Or are we still pushing back out
possibly.
to June?
So a dateline of dates that came out. I think the U.S. they're supposed to respond maybe November 8th, something like that.
That sounds accurate.
Yeah. So I know because the U.S. like to get this stuff done before the holidays because they go on like 2-month vacations or whatever. So we should start hearing the ball roll in the U.S. then, and then I think in January for UK or something like that.
You know, the best part of this whole deal for me is, listen, KP, I know you love Call of Duty. It's your bread and butter, you know.
It's going to be in Game Pass, right?
Yeah, it's going to be in Game Pass, and that's fantastic. I'm happy for you, my brother. I'm happy for you. Much love, much love. But I am just excited for the potential and the possibility of some of these studios that were in Call of Duty purgatory to finally be released.
I got some news for you.
Listen, I want High Moon Studios to come out with another Transformer shooter. I want War on Cybertron, Fall Cybertron. You know, I want something for them to come back with that. I want Toys for Bob to make that remake of Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, a lot of people do want that.
Listen,
Yeah, he's been talking about that.
I want the freedom of all these studios to be able to create and
I'm
breathe
sure that's
and
the plan.
flourish.
I'm sure that's the plan because they're supposed to go bi or triannual with
Yeah.
Call of
Ooh.
Duty.
Yeah.
Yep. But I know Infinity War is working on another game. They said some type of.
That's right. I forgot they existed.
Vicious.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, like it's like the only thing that's coming out of Activision Blizzard lately have been Call of Duty, Candy Crush, World of Warcraft, and StarCraft. Like
Overwatch.
It's just like
There you go.
Yeah.
Overwatch doesn't count.
No.
That doesn't. That's not a real game.
Oh no! Where's White Milk at? I'm texting White Milk right now to get in the chat and roast you.
Ray, are you still in the queue?
I know.
Dude, that was funny. Like watching that go down, I was commenting to some of my buddies who play it, and I was like, they shut down Overwatch 1 just in time for you to not be able to play Overwatch 2. Because yeah, they shut down the Overwatch 1 servers, right? Like the day that Overwatch 2. It's like, why would you do that? Like, why? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's stupid.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
But we
KP.
can move in. All right, so
I like this. I like you
WM
running the show, KP.
we got
This is
WMP
good.
for about another 5 minutes, so we're gonna throw another little PlayStation banger out for him. So, today or yesterday, PlayStation just released the North American version of PlayStation Stars, which is their loyalty rewards program. So you can sign up right now free. Everybody can. If you got a PSN account, go ahead and sign up for free. They got some little free, it's like a little trophy collectible that you can get, I think, just for signing up, because I think I got one. Yep. Have you you signed up for it, WMP?
So to be honest, I don't care. Like, it's just like I read some stuff about it, and it's just like, you know what, this is gonna make me play games a specific way, and I don't do that. I play games the way that I want to play them.
Yes.
It's like, will I get any rewards for any of the trophies that I currently have? Do you know anything about that? I don't know anything about that. Or is it just
I believe you do.
Oh, really? Well, then maybe I'll give it a shot and see what I get. But the thing is, like, it's just like it's a weird thing. And here's the thing: Sony's been having weird PR problems all year, and this loyalty program means that people can get into customer service quicker. And it's like, no, no, don't do that. Like, it's like, dude, guys, don't do that. And it's just like
hot take.
Mm-mm.
So it's just like, it's like, it's just another one of those. It's just like it's just another one of those weird, flashy things that I just don't care about. Like, yeah.
I get you.
Yeah. I know that's probably not the answer that you're looking for. It's just like, yeah, I don't know.
Real quick. Shout out to the chat. Red Mecca in the building. He said, I just got kicked out of the queue. Give me back Overwatch 1. And then your girl, long time lover of Dip Down, fam of Dip Down.
Yeah.
Says,
Overwatch fan.
What up, everybody? Hey, White Milk. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. Work in progress, Brent. I'm about to. I gotta throw her under the bus. Hey, White Milk. He just got done talking crap about Overwatch.
In case you missed it.
In case you missed it.
Yep. There
that was just a joke.
Taking it back. Taking it back.
I'm not good at those. I'm not good at those kinds of games, so it's just they're kind of just whatever to me.
She said, whoa.
Yeah.
Work in progress.
I have the fake version of that. I have Paladins.
Hey, there you go. Hey, it's something. It's something. Yeah.
I do honestly. I think it's cool that Overwatch 2 is free to play. I mean, they'll get money from other things like microtransactions and things like that, which is fine. Like, if you make a game free to play, but you need to make money off of it, microtransactions, in my opinion, are acceptable. But like, I don't agree with like the whole phone thing. That was weird. That just sounds weird to me. I mean, with all the hacking and leaking of things that are occurring, Is like, do I want to give Activision Blizzard of all companies my phone number to be able to verify to get in this game? And then on top of that, do I want to like look? This thing is already recording my conversations. I don't need another company getting them as well. It's like so. Yeah. I mean, I just thought it was so funny that they shut down Overwatch 1 right when Overwatch 2 was like not playable. I think that was horrible, and I think that they need to boot those servers back up.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible, but like, it's like I've never heard of a game shutting down old servers for an old version of a game the same day that a new one comes out. I've never heard of it.
Hey, just out of curiosity, White Milk, super fan of Overwatch. Has anyone got a chance to play a game? Is it possible to play Overwatch 2 right now? Is that a thing that happens?
I think people on the PC, I heard they've been changing their regions to like the Asian region, and they've been able to get in because the US is a wrap. So I heard they've been changing their regions on PC to be able to get into the games.
We got some comments in the chat right now. We got White Milk saying those aspects about Overwatch 2 is a little whack. I'll admit. I'm guessing she's talking about she doesn't really like having to, maybe the microtransactions she's not a big fan of. Given that Overwatch 1, you kind of just got everything, and just kind of drops, monthly or whatever. Red Mecca, he says, I honestly felt like the DDoS attacks were an excuse for a bad launch.
Ooh.
Personally, the game is playable sometimes. And White Milk was confused as hell about saying upgrade to Overwatch 2 when she tried, put in her Overwatch 1.
Man. I can't wait to play though.
Overwatch, a hot topic right
now. When it's calmed down.
Yeah.
I'll play when it's calmed down. But I look forward to it.
Appreciate everybody in the chat showing up.
Yeah. It's going well.
Just so you know,
well,
we got,
guys,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just got to say, I got to start getting prepped for my stuff. I really do appreciate you guys having me on. I'm sorry to cut it short. But I do want to do this again full with you guys.
Yes.
But thank you. It was and KP, it was a pleasure. To not talk to you in chat and to actually talk with you in person, to where we can actually have a real conversation and actually legitimately gauge each other's thoughts and ideas. Yeah. So it was really nice to talk with you guys, and we're all surprisingly on the same level, it seems like, which is always good.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure, man.
Gamers need to stick together. Gamers need to stop being Twitter warriors and stop caring if one person chooses Xbox Games Pass over choosing a $70 game. Me personally, I like having physical copies of my games. I really do. I don't mind paying full price for them at launch. I got the money to, not to be that person to brag about it, but like, but if someone wants to use Game Pass is good. Game Pass is like one of the best things to hit the gaming market in recent years. There's no denying that. And but I think like people just need to respect the platform that they want to play, that other people want to play on. And like I said, if someone wants to spend $70 on a remake that didn't need to happen, that's their prerogative. Right. Everybody just needs to chill the F out. And you know what? I'm rooting for Microsoft. I really am. I think that they have the potential to be number one. I think they have the potential to be number one. Sony's making and I'm just kind of wrapping my thoughts up before I go. Microsoft has the potential to be number one, but the thing is, if they're shooting for number one and they have the money to back themselves up as number one, they better be pissing excellence from here on out. That's just my thoughts on the matter. No more buggy games. I want to see some more exclusives from Microsoft. That's been a dry department area. I know that they're working on it, and those take time, but it's time. I want to see some Game of the Year contenders from Microsoft. I do, even though I do prefer to game on Sony. But I go where the good games are at the end of the day. And if Microsoft ends up producing better games, then I'm going to go there. I do plan on playing Redfall. I plan on playing Starfield. So we'll see what happens in 2023.
My brother,
Alright.
Brent, work in progress, man. Dropping those
Thank you for
bars,
coming.
dropping those jewels.
Yeah.
Great
All right,
having
take
you.
it easy, guys.
You're
Thank
awesome.
You, and,
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your show.
Thank you. You're right. Calm it down, man. Calm it down.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, let's get this all organized real quick. Don't mind all the craziness. Boop. All right.
Is that fixed, Ray?
I'm editing on the fly right now.
Okay.
Uh oh.
Nope. Ray's mouth is double K.
Yo. All right, Keith.
And I'm Amber.
Do your best impression. What do I sound like? Go ahead. I'm watching. I'm watching you. That is perfect. You do so good, man. You do so good.
Yo.
That's
All right,
perfect.
KP, keep rolling, my brother. Keep rolling. I need while I fix this. Keep it going.
Ray's mouth is double K. And look, they still got me Amber over here.
I gotta fix it. It's all right. It's all right.
That was an unexpected thing. You need to be prepared for that.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Go ahead, KP. Go on to the next topic and let's just keep rolling.
Milk is
All
saying,
right.
yo, that close up on Ray's mouth.
I know it's all zoomed in.
Milk, don't look at it, okay? We're
I
not
can see the
noticing.
whiskers
It's not
on your
happening.
mustache.
Don't look at it, okay? It's not happening.
right.
It's not there, okay? Everybody ignore it. It's not there, okay? It's not real, all right? Everybody.
All
Okay.
right, so we're gonna final.
Yeah. We're going to keep going. This is super
Gonna
perfect.
put the final on the show. So last thing to talk about is Google announced that they're shutting down Stadia. Who
Yes.
Man.
expected this?
Listen, I expected this from day one.
Sadly same.
To be not being funny, I didn't think it was gonna last this long.
Listen, Google over here flying out with Jim Ryan, snitching, flying, co-piloting Jim Ryan. Listen, yo, Google got no one but to blame but themselves for the failure of Stadia. How are you gonna come at us with this promise of the Google servers are gonna be 6 times the servers of any console, blah blah blah? You know, we're gonna be
10
able to
times more powerful than the PS4 and the Xbox.
Do you see this chart
One.
here? Do you see this chart? This chart shows that we're gonna have the best fidelity in our streaming capabilities.
4K
Man.
60 every game.
You didn't bring a goddamn thing, okay? I don't want to hear it. You guys dropped the ball. Your goofs at Google have no one to blame but the goofs at Google for what happened to Stadia.
Yeah, they shot themselves all in the stomach and in the feet, everywhere.
Yo, headshot, kill shot.
Yeah.
On themselves.
The problem is they are 10 years too early. You know what I mean? You can't tell us you got all these games coming that we already own and been playing, and then tell us, that you got to buy them over, and then you need to have a subscription on some things. It just you're already you're fighting at a loss, and then it don't help. They are $1 trillion company, right?
Yeah.
So they seen how much Microsoft was putting into gaming, and they like, oh no, we don't want to put in those 7.5 billion. You pay 7.5 for Bethesda? Oh no, that's too much. We shut down all these studios. Kojima, you out of here. We done.
Damn.
Oh, Jay Raymond, you're out of here. We done.
Man.
High on Life, get that out of here. The Quarry, get it out of here.
Mm-mm.
So a lot of people don't know High on Life and The Quarry.
They were Stadia exclusives. Yes.
I did not know that.
Hey,
Thanks, guys.
Tops off to you, Google. Thanks for dropping the ball.
Thanks, guys.
'Cause
All
now we
right.
got that on Game Pass.
Man.
Yeah. So that Jay Raymond and her studio, they got canned. Sony picked them up,
Man.
right?
Yep.
Kojima was making a cloud-based game. Google was like, what you working on? Let me see. Oh, he's all single-player game. And they was like, hell no. Cancel that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Hey,
Microsoft was like, we want you to make us multiple games. So a lot of people think it's just one game, but I think it's like 3.
Yep.
He signed up for like 3 games. But yeah, so that's Google. They didn't want to, they thought they can, oh, here's 50 million, here's 100 million to this place, here, blah, blah, blah. They thought they could just throw money at all these publishers and get these games over,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd be all good. No.
No. The gaming
You
world is
can't
they're
come out with
savages.
You can't come out with a gaming whole system and not have specific games for that system. They have to be ready to go. Not, all right, we launched them. We got some exclusives coming. It's going to take 2 years. Then the crazy part, did you see all those developers was like, our game comes out next month, and we didn't even know they shut down till we seen it on Twitter. Wow.
No. Google.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't even know till they seen that the announcement post.
Yeah.
They should have been told. They should have been told a year ago.
And that is the only sympathy I have for this whole situation is all of the studios and all the people that Google pulled out from these nice jobs and these other game studios as they were cherry picking who they wanted to run these exclusive Google Stadia companies and game studios. I feel bad for them.
But Ray, I knew it was gonna be kind of when I seen your boy Phil Harrison, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
If you know him, yeah.
I know him.
He does not have a good track record. I can tell you that much.
No.
Look at Amber. No, he don't.
It's not. Yeah. It's not good.
He can sell a dream, but it turns out to be a scheme.
KP pulled that one out. He was working on that one all day.
He's had that all day, really, though. He's been doing that all day. He's good at that.
I got this ready. I got it cocked and loaded.
He's good at that, Yeah.
Yeah, so it only good thing has came out about this for the people that purchased everything through the Google Stadia like payment system. They're getting their money back, I think, on everything.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's about the only good thing now.
That was mandatory, though. Let's be real.
Oh, that's because they would have got sued.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they got sued. But the only thing, I wonder if those developers that were making games are going to get money back. That I don't know.
That I don't know.
And I hope they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you have to say about it, Amber, and that guy, Mr. Harrison, that was running it?
Not a whole lot.
Amber gone. She's feeling the Ciroc.
Yeah. I've had 3 cups too many. But I'm just gonna say gaming's good.
Gaming on Google Stadia, not good.
and
Gaming on PS5, Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is good, but
maybe the Switch if you like to play on.
I like the Switch.
3 gigs
I like
of
the
RAM,
Switch. I like the Switch.
720p.
So everywhere else is good, except for there. So I'm gonna leave that parting wisdom right there. So
Ever feeling good.
Also, the other good news about it, I think a lot of those cloud players, they might come over to Xbox, right?
Yeah, I would say the one bum side is, competition like we were just talking about with Work in Progress.
Yeah.
Shout out to Work in Progress, Brent.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Super cool to have him on. Competition is always a good thing. It's always a good thing because all of us, the gamers, we win when there's competition. So now that there's one less giant, kind of hurts.
I was hoping, I knew they wouldn't, but I was hoping But with Google having such great cloud technology like that, it was pushing Microsoft. But
Yeah.
I think if Google would have took the Microsoft route, made it an option, they needed some hardware and they needed games to run on the hardware.
Google
That's
just,
what they needed.
Google needed. They just, in my opinion, they just needed to not say when they dropped Stadia on November, whatever it was, that it was a full release. It wasn't. It was a beta. But they dressed it up, colored it up, put a nice little dress. They went to Plato's Closet, found something on clearance, put a nice little dress on it, and they said, bam, Google Stadia is fully dropped, fully released. It was not.
I forgot too. They did live talking about like, yeah, you go to YouTube, you watch the trailer, and then hit play game and right into the game. We didn't see none of that stuff.
We didn't see nothing. So many empty promises.
I forgot about
And there was a whole like the partner code thing, like where if you got like the Legacy Edition or the Explorers Edition, wherever the hell it was.
You got,
the
like Founders Edition.
The Founders Edition. You got like a code to bring a friend with you or some crap like that. That code didn't get dropped until months and months and months later, and all this other stuff. So
yeah, it comes out, like I said, they didn't know what they were doing, and I heard some other people out on the YouTube world say that.
Yeah, Google was dead on arrival. Google Stadia.
Yeah, and now they're flying up to Flying Ryan,
snitching Ryan,
voicing their opinion about something that they don't even want to invest in no more.
Yeah,
ain't that some crap?
Listen, that whole situation is dumb. Jim Ryan, maybe he got something to talk about because that's his brand. He repping his brand. And at the end of the day, you respect that.
I'll tell you a conspiracy that's going on with people. They're saying some people believe that some people believe that Google Stadia shut it down, and they're trying to maybe secretly try to go buy Sony.
What?
No.
Oh,
stop.
no kidding.
Huh?
Because Sony stocks,
they're plummeting.
like down like, it's plummeting.
They're plummeting.
Okay.
Shout out to King from the Iron Lords.
Yeah.
We're on their podcast.
Okay.
My dude, 98% right.
So they have enough money to buy Sony as a whole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Apple has enough money too to buy Sony if they really wanted to. If they wanted to get into gaming, I can see Apple buying Sony. Now think about this. So Apple, they like music, right? Apple Music. Apple TV, they have a streaming service, right?
Yep.
They like to buy hardware and take over it, right?
Yeah.
What does Sony have? All of those.
All that.
Yeah. Let me offer this like counter though.
Damn, here we go.
A counter really. So
I don't know if you know this, but so Netflix, it has like a gaming service, and they're getting into that. So what if Netflix does it?
That's another possible option too. Did she know she sounded like that?
Oh God!
But no, yes, you are correct. Netflix is a player now in the gaming world, so you can play some games on your phone.
But it's in there, but barely. But it's in there.
Barely.
Barely, but it's in there. They got some stuff. Okay, so.
And I know Amazon, if they could, they would buy Sony, but they just got done fighting to buy MGM Studios. Yeah, so I don't think that. But Apple could. They can slide through, get Sony, and make it the Apple PlayStation. Ray would go crazy. He'd be right over there.
I'd be right over there. I'd be like, Xbox who? Game Pass what?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the conspiracy thing, is that Google shut it down so they can. The conspiracy is trying to go buy Sony.
Okay. Yep. Hey man,
and
I'm
make
here
it
for it.
Sony Google.
Listen, as long as
I'm
there's
for it.
comp. Like CEO of Microsoft said, if this is about competition, let there be competition.
And then he went.
You know, when you got billionaires smiling, you know, it's pretty sinister.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much, is that a wrap?
Yep, that's a wrap.
Is it?
Hey, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We back on the live shows. Listen, man. Yeah. Thanks for everyone that showed up tonight. Mad props to Work in Progress, Brent, for showing up last minute, last minute invite. White Milk, Red Mecca, Terrence, everyone that showed up in the chat.
Everybody in the chat.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much. We're going to get back. We're going to get stable again. We're going to do the Thursday night shows, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, with your boy Stevie Ray, your boy KP, your girl Amber. And we're going to make this a weekly thing again.
We back at it, baby.
Yeah.
Your girl, White Milk, in the comments saying,
hey, yeah.
Skeet. Uh-oh. Yeah. Skeet. No, just skeet.
She just said skeet.
Just skeet.
We pretty much done, man. Any final parting words for anybody here in the show? What's going on? What's going on in your life? What are you playing? What do you plan to play? You know, and all that.
I think I just want to say, like, on the parting wisdom again, the wisdom that I said before. You know,
gaming is good. Gaming is good.
Why you gotta do me like that, Ray? Why you gotta do me like that?
Yeah. But no, what you said is true, Amber.
You know, and I'm gonna probably just play a lot of Roblox and a lot of Slime Ranchers. That's probably all I'm gonna do.
Nice.
KP, what you got going on, my brother? What are you playing?
I'm busting out these Microsoft rewards to get my monthly points. I'm gonna finish Ghost of Tsushima. I'm gonna play this Call of Duty, and I can't wait for that MW2 because you know what it do. And then that Warzone 2. So that's what I'm waiting on. Love what you play what you love. It doesn't matter what it's on, as long as you're having fun.
Yeah.
Oh
man,
bars.
KP's so smooth. Like, why can't I do that?
It ain't your boy Stevie Ray. He gonna be on that Roblox because he been a long time fan of Roblox. I've been on the train. I know what's up. I've been talking about Roblox. Yeah. No one can tell me that Roblox wasn't gonna be as big as it was because I always knew it. Yeah, so much.
Amber, you look like an AEW dude that's hyping up a fight.
Hold on. Yeah, that's what I go for. And this is Ray. He's coming in. What is? Oh, he's grabbing his belt. Yeah, this is Ray, the full-time champion. They're always doing it. Always bringing that hype. He's coming in. He's bringing that belt. Here he comes. Yeah, we're doing it. The Roblox champion of the world. Your boy, Stevie Ray, we doing it. We straight up Ciroc filled up. All right? Yeah. I don't want to hear it. Yeah. Got that energy. That's what you want. We bringing that energy. We bringing the heat. We bringing the smoke. And ain't no one stopping this forest fire.
You smell it dip down. It's cooking.
Yeah. What dip down?
Yeah, it's cooking.
He said,
we're talking about it.